much for joining us on this month's Global Affiliate Program webinar. We have a lot of exciting updates for you to go through, and I'm looking forward to sharing those with you. As we wait for a couple of folks to join the program here, why don't you do what you know that we do in the beginning of the webinars, which is type into the question section of the control panel where it is that you're calling in from. This is a really great way to get acquainted with who's online, where they're calling in from. Our program has realtors from all around the world, and sometimes we get the representation from Asia and Europe and North America and South America. And it looks like we have Molly on. Molly, where are you calling in from? Let us know. We have Amanda from Raleigh, North Carolina, Janet calling in from Long Beach, California. We have Jeff from Illinois. We have some California, more California, some Texas. We have northeast of the United States. I'm seeing some Mexico here. And it looks like a couple more folks are just joining on. Why don't you tell us where it is that you're calling in from, and we'll get started here. All right, so my name is Rachel Jensen. I'm the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for ECI Development. I know most of the folks on the line here, we've either dialogued at some point or have met in person, but I'm really excited to be joining our affiliate team with this session because I was one of the original founders of the Global Affiliate Program, and both Fredman and Ali have really helped grow it into the program that it is today. With us, I'd like to debut Ali Rodriguez, who is our new coordinator of the program. Some of you may remember Austin Walker. He has moved into the sales department of ECI Development, so he's still with us, but Ali Rodriguez has taken on his position and has done a tremendous job so far. Ali, why don't you give us a couple words, introduce yourself, and then we'll continue on.
Hey everybody, I'm so excited to finally get to talk to everybody, and I also recognize some of the names that are showing up, and that's really fun. My husband and I moved to Belize about 2 years ago and absolutely fell in love down here. I'm thrilled to be in this position to help you guys enhance your client relationships, especially with your globally minded clients. So I'm excited to be here. Reach out to me. I'll help you in whatever way I can.
Awesome. Thank you, Ali. And Ali is based here full-time in Belize on Ambergris Key. So if you're looking to come down for a little getaway to the islands, make sure you let Ali and I know, and you'll have the chance to meet us. And now many of you know Fredman Valenzuela. He's been with ECI Development for about 9-10 years at this point. Started with us in the IT department and then shifted over to marketing. And now he really runs the marketing side of the Global Affiliate Program. He's also quite involved in CILA, CILA, which is the Latin American Association of Realtors, and keeps himself quite busy with the real estate chamber as well. So continuing on, we're going to go through the agenda. So the first topic we're going to talk about are the discovery tours that we have coming up, which is also going to be a part of the promotions that you have for your monthly marketing. In addition to that, the second monthly marketing that we're going to be offering to you in September is La Hacienda condos. Some of you I know on the line have seen these condos before. They've been making really great updates and upgrades to the property, so we're excited to finally launch those. In addition to that, Fredman's going to go through the social media campaigns and specifically what your promos are going to look like. And then, of course, places your clients are already looking. Number 5, program updates, what's happening. In addition to that, you'll have a chance to meet us in person. If you are in Houston, just send us a note. We have an event coming up on September 7th to the 10th, but we have a cocktail reception on the 8th, which would be happy to extend the invitation to you for you to join us. And then bonus sessions, because we really do like to keep the core part of this presentation under 30 minutes. If you have extra time, stay on with us. We're going to go through some marketing tactics and strategies with Fredman. And in addition to that, I have a couple of property updates within our Belize and Argentina properties to update you with. So a quick tidbit to remind you of is that you are the influencer for your clients. And this is true. You are in real estate as you're out there promoting the properties, whether it's in your hometown or perhaps you're taking them one step further and promoting the global ones. You are really the influencer for your clients. They see the pretty picture of the beaches. They see you having a great time in Belize. They see the opportunities with tiny homes, and you're helping them make that decision to get interested in looking at property in another country. And then, of course, through the help of this program, helping you to educate them to make sure that they are an educated client, an educated consumer, and that they are finding the property of their dreams. Now, we're really excited that you are taking on this global affiliate program mission. There's so much opportunity and potential out there, and helping your clients really helps set you apart in this industry for sure. All right, so why don't we bring Fredman on at this point to go through the upcoming September updates?
Uh, Good afternoon, folks. Glad to see a lot of familiar names and a lot of people today in our webinar. Thank you so much for giving this time to share a little bit with us about the Global Affiliate Program and the September campaigns. We are promoting, as you know, first thing on the month, we do a soft campaign. We do something really easy to people to get, nothing like sales lead pitch. Everything is inbound, everything is soft. In the past, we have done some country handbook social media campaigns or email campaigns. This time, we are offering to you, for your clients, an invitation to November 2019 Discovery Tour in Belize. You just received this campaign for social media like 30 minutes to 1 hour ago. This should be in your inbox. Let me know if you didn't get it. We will be more than happy to resend it to you or make sure that you get it. So this might be already in your inbox. Is the first campaign. Then later we will talk about other campaigns coming on and other formats like email campaign. So this social media is just right out of the gate. Some more of our folks like Calista and Eureka, I saw that they just push it out in social media. Thank you, girls, for doing that. That's amazing. I know your clients will really appreciate. So let's move a little bit for those that are new on this. Yeah, no, it moved too much forward. Okay, there you go. So you will be getting later in the month the email campaign for this same piece of marketing to invite the contacts in your database to get this really great opportunity to visit Belize, to expand their vision to Latin America, starting with this great, nice country with a lot of amenities. So this is later in the month. This week we will have the social media. Also, with this campaign, you will receive some web banners that, like you see in this example. I put it in the ECI website just in the middle of a blog. You can do that. You also can put it in the columns of your website. You can put it in anything you want, even though like in other blogs or in the bottom of your newsletter, where you should usually put the highlight ads or offers that you push out with your newsletter or any other articles going out to your clients. So all these three pieces you will receive this month for the first push. So all of you that is your first rodeo with social media, I would like to invite you to look into your inbox and look for that email that you just received in between the last hour from me. This email includes this social media campaign, which actually will require from you just one single step. So if you want, bear with me and let's do it right now. As soon as I keep explaining how to do it, look for that email and let's do it right now so you can see how easy is this thing on technology and marketing is just breaking the ice, is start doing things and prove yourself that it's really easy how ECI brings these campaigns to you, and that anyway, screwing up is part of the learning curve, is part of the process, but believe us, we will make sure that you won't screw up anything in your social media or campaigns. Is actually really well proof, we are sure that you will have plenty of success. So if you already look for that email, all you need to do is to find the yellow text in the email of the campaign. All you need to do is to highlight that yellow text, go to your Facebook post box, and just paste the text just right there. You need to wait a couple seconds, and Facebook will do the rest. It will pull up the picture, the banner, the title of the link that you are sharing, and a brief intro of that link. That's all. That's the one step. All that you need to do then is to click the post button, and that will be out in your social media campaign. You can use that campaign in your personal Facebook. You can use that in your business Facebook profile, and as well, this same one single step, you can do it in your LinkedIn, the same way that you just did it in your Facebook. The same thing in the email, you will find the specific instructions on how to do it in Twitter. Twitter have a little bit different way to go for some of the folks that are very used to tweet every day. You might notice it that Twitter has changed a little bit since the beginning. Facebook is a way different thing now on, but Twitter pretty much remains the same. So even though if you paste the text in your tweet box, Twitter won't pull out anything like the banner, like the link, anything. So you will need to do one extra step. You paste the text of the campaign from my email to the tweet box, and then you need to copy and paste the banner that reads ECI Discovery Tour Belize, November 22, 25, 2019. That banner you need to copy and paste. That will be a second step. Copying the banner from the email that I sent to you to the tweet box. Other thing that you could do is from the email, download the picture of the banner on your laptop or your mobile phone. Then you get back to Twitter, you click the picture button on the tweet box, look for the picture that you just download, select it, and upload it to the Twitter box. So that will be just one extra step to do it in Twitter, but it's pretty much straightforward. And that's all. You just push tweet, you just push share in LinkedIn, or you just push post in Facebook, and one single step, 2 steps for Twitter. But we still love Twitter. So if any of you have any problem with these couple of steps, please don't hesitate to send an email to whether Ali or me. We'll be more than happy to go online to you and do this with you guys and show it how easy it goes, and make sure that you do it, and the next time will be easy like riding in a bicycle. We promise you guys that. So this is the piece of marketing for this week. As we promised you from the beginning, we want to keep your social media and your email campaigns really fresh. We don't want to bother nobody. We don't want to cloud up your communication channels. So this will be all that you need to do from ECI this week. Next week, you will receive the email campaign for the Discovery Tour. And then for the next 2 weeks of September, you will get another different campaign that we will talk next. So this is just to keep it easy on your communication channels, because we understand that you also run another business locally. You do flip houses, you do videos, you do open houses, you run other campaigns. So we want to keep it easy. Like it's recommended to not publish more than 2 times per day. I will say 1 per day. Take it easy. No more than 7 posts or publications per week in your social media, just to keep it easy. With that, we will have Rachel. This will be the second phase of the September campaign. You will get campaigns for Hacienda Condos by the 3rd and the 4th week of September. Rachel, we will talk a little bit of this really nice property we have there in Belize, also available for you and your clients. Okay, Rachel?
All right, perfect. And this is a property that is newer to the ECI portfolio. We acquired 5 condos in this La Hacienda building. It's 10 units in total. It's on Ambergris Key, about a 10-minute golf cart ride from the heart of San Pedro, maybe a little bit less than that. But it's in this up and coming area. I would use the word gentrified if I was in North America. Gentrified down here probably is similar sort of meaning, but there's development happening. 3, 4 new condo buildings up in this area. A lot of expats tend to migrate to the area that Hacienda is in because it's out of the tourist tracks. Yet where we're located here, it's on a canal and it also has sunset views. So you still have the water views, but you don't necessarily have the Caribbean front premiums, and you're also out of the tourist track. So this is a popular place. Out of the 10 condos there are, the other 5 are sold and are either lived in full time or rented out by long-term renters. So what's really neat is that the pricing with this property is introductory pricing. It's 179.9. We are in the process of upgrading the building a bit, painting it, fixing the railings, and we also just finished up with the pool. But once all 3 of those upgrades are done, then there's going to be a $15,000 price increase. So they're going for 179.9 now. We do have 70% financing, 70% financing. So it is really quite attractive since most projects internationally don't have international financing for foreign buyers, or they just have a maximum of up to 50%, 50. So makes it a lot more feasible for people who are looking at property in Belize. And also because these are canal front, they do have water views. All of the units have their own balcony. And in addition to that, you are able to see the sunset from there. So really a really good location. And it's great to see that these updates are coming because the building really is a great building. It was built in 2010, just needs a little bit of TLC. We as developers and ECI development re-implemented the HOA. So HOA fees are pretty minimal, $125 a month per unit. So very, very affordable, and also good size, 2-bed, 2-bath. So I have more pictures towards the end in the ECI property updates section, but you'll get a campaign like the one that you see there on the left-hand side. We recently just did this, so you may have received it in your inbox from us. But this campaign was sent out on Friday, and it has produced about 40-something leads for our sales team to follow up with. So we are going to do a little bit of tweaking so that it's absolutely perfect for when you launch it. But launching this, I think, in email form would probably make the most sense. I know that Fredman and Ali are going to make that decision and figure out really what would be the most practical when it comes to marketing this for you. I'm sure there'll be social media options as well, but if you have an email newsletter, for example, or you send out regular updates to your clients electronically, this would be really the way to do it because there is a lot of information, and we want to give them, of course, the best pieces, but also it's a little bit harder to do a sale through a social media post. Now you can definitely garner interest, but email we have found is one of the most effective ways of starting conversations and continuing conversations for the purchase of a property. So like I said, I have more pictures at the end and I'll show those to you afterwards. And then in addition to that, we have had a couple of realtors who were thinking outside the box a little bit and took this Global Property Resource Kit banner that we've created previously and implemented it into their signature of their email. I mean, this is genius. This is such an easy thing to do. When somebody clicks the ad right over here, it'll take them to the landing page. The landing page will offer this client the Global Property Resource Kit for free. And in addition to that, you get the inquiry, we get the inquiry. We know that this client is looking for property overseas, hence the question that you see there on the banner. Are you looking for property overseas? I can help. Contact me. They click that, goes automatically to your affiliate link. This affiliate link is registered to you and just you. You get a copy of the inquiry. We get a copy of the inquiry, register them to you, and they also get the Global Property Resource Kit. I'm going to pause here for a second because if you do not have this banner in your signature and you would like it, you'd like to get started on this easy addition to your signature, just email us right now. I think you all have our email address, but affiliate@ecidevelopment.com. You can even just send that email now, but at some point we will want that bio and headshot from you as well if we don't have it on file for you, because we'll customize the landing page to include this information that really helps customize it, helps connect you with your buyer, and helps them to understand and see that you're really this global expert here. So I'm going to just pause a minute, email affiliate@ecidevelopment.com. If you don't have the bio and headshot handy, that's okay. You can always send it to us later, but this will at least let Ali and Fredman know to start working on this for you, and they can have it for you quite quickly. So please do that, and we'll get started in just a couple of seconds. Alrighty, moving on. So we've talked about this a few times, but your clients are already looking overseas. We know that about 10% of folks in the United States are looking for property in another country, and Latin America has become a top choice for many of them. Belize, where Ali and I live, has we see it every year, more and more people coming down, buying real estate down here, vacationing here. The country is growing, but in addition to that, Costa Rica, which has been on the docket for the past 20, 30 years, Argentina, now with the peso to the dollar value, we're finding many more people going down and at least taking vacations down there. And so being able to serve that rental market is tremendous. Grand Pacifica, Nicaragua specifically, I know that that's not necessarily a place that always pops to the front of people's minds, but if you have clients who you know are value buyers, who buy properties, hold on to them for a little bit, and have that time to wait as they appreciate, Nicaragua is probably the cheapest right now that it has been in years. And the reason for that is because of what's going on politically, but also that means there's a lot of opportunity there for folks who have that opportunity to wait. And then, of course, Panama is also where we're located. So these are countries. We have handbooks for each of the countries that we work in. I think many of you know that at this point, but if you want to get some more specific information about the projects or the country, just let us know, and we're happy to send that your way. So with this, we're going to introduce Ali, and Ali is going to talk to us about the affiliate awards and who the winners of the program are.
Thank you, Rachel. This is the most fun, I think, part of the presentation. Everybody likes to win things and be rewarded for their hard work. So we have two awards that we give out. One is monthly and the other is a yearly award. The agent of the month, we look at how many leads you generate for the month, and the person with the top number of leads gets to be rewarded. The more leads you generate, the greater your chance of earning those shiny referral fees. But we also want to say thank you. So if you are chosen as the agent of the month, you do get a 2-night stay with us here at Grand Bayman or at our Grand Pacifica property. The only requirement is that you've used all the campaigns that we've sent out to you for the month, and it goes on the month prior. So our reward this month is going to go to from August. Then we have the producer of the year. You can kind of see the criteria there. You get the stay for 2 people, but you also get your plane tickets covered. So hopefully that provides you a little bit of motivation to spend that five minutes a week or a day to reach out to your clients and generate those leads and those sales. So with that being said, our agent of the month for the month of August was Jeff Berwick. Congratulations, Jeff. Thank you for your hard work and your diligence. But we also want to give a huge shout out to Tony Smith and Mikkel for their continued support and reaching out to their clients as well on their end. Thank you to all of you who have been working so hard to send those out and push those campaigns. That being said, we do have, we were mentioning the Discovery Tour that's coming up here in November here on Ambergris Caye. The dates for that are November 22nd through the 25th. And I am really looking forward to this. This will be my first Discovery Tour. And there's so much to do and so much to see down here. It really provides firsthand experience on getting a feel for the island, and also getting to see the ECI properties and how they're coming along, so that you can take all of this information back to your clients, or maybe you bring them with you. They're welcome to come as well. bring the information back to them. You have a better understanding. You enrich that experience with your clients, and you can network with other agents that are here as well. We do have a flyer for this. If you have not received that and you would like it, it goes over the agenda each day. It gives a breakdown of everything that we have planned for you, food and fun and a little bit of work, but it's all in flip-flops and shorts if you wish. So we have great experts to come talk to you about all of the different questions and things that may come up as your clients are looking at moving or investing overseas. The email is there, gap2 at ECI Development. We do offer special nightly rates at the Grand Bayman if you choose to go that route. So let us know if that's something that you're interested in, and we will get you all registered and signed up. Okay, last week, our CEO, Mike Cobb, was in San Francisco for the Global Business Meeting Fair there. To any of you that attended, thank you for going and supporting us at this event. Mike Cobb is very, very involved in this program, and he wants nothing but the best and most successful opportunity for you. That being said, if you think that you have a conference or something in mind that's coming up, let us know. And if you'd like for him to be there and do a short presentation or any kind of informational session, he would be happy to do that if we can work it in his schedule. I know he'd love to be there for that. So reach out to us, let us know. And that being said, Rachel, thank you guys.
Perfect. Thank you, Allie. And if some of you are located in San Francisco and perhaps you did not get an invitation to this event, just shoot Allie a message, gap2 at ecidevelopment.com. We want to make sure that you are getting the realtor emails, and you are able to join us and follow along with us as we visit different states within the US and Canada and just internationally. So with that, we're going to bring Fredman in. This is when our formal presentation closes. It looks like we're a couple minutes before the half-hour mark, which is great, but that's where our formal presentation closes. And what we're going to do, if you have about 10, 15 more minutes, we invite you to stay on with Fredman and me. Fredman's going to talk about some marketing tactics. And in addition to that, I'm going to talk about some updates that are happening within our ECI property. So Fredman, you're up. Get started.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Before moving on, I want to read a question from Amanda Williams and give a reminder to our folks. You can use the question option that is located in the dashboard of the GoToWebinar. Just type your question and we will read it for you. Amanda Williams say, how close to the beach and how long will the 179K be good for? Also, can you share more on the rental prices?
Perfect. And are you going to answer that, Fredman, or do you want me to answer this?
Go ahead, please.
Okay, sure. So everything on Ambergris Key is really quite close to the water. Amanda, the Hacienda condos are about 4 blocks from the water. It takes about 5 to 6 minutes walking to the Caribbean side. On Ambergris Key, you don't necessarily have beaches like you have in Cancun where it's the sand and then you just walk straight from the sand into the water because we parallel the reef. It's the longest living reef in the world. So there's seagrass and it's beautiful to look at, but you don't necessarily have that sort of swimming beach that you may anticipate. But if you want to just see the Caribbean waters and walk up and down the beach and hop off a dock and get into the water, it's about 5 to 7 minutes and we can send you a map, a Google map of the location of the hacienda so you can see it as well. But in addition, we view the canal side of Ambergris and also the bay side of the island. So there is still water view. And in the picture that I am going to show in a couple of minutes, you'll be able to see what the bay looks like and what the canals look like. So it helps to give you a little bit more perspective about the area there. And rental prices, sure, we can send that to you I'm guessing rental prices for Hacienda. I don't know if you wanted to clarify that a little bit or if it was for the Discovery tour, but The 179.9 will be good until the property upgrades are done, and the property upgrades will be done probably about 2 to 3 more months, which is also the beginning of high season here. So once high season starts, once those property upgrades are done, that's when we're going to see the price increase. And then for the rental prices for Grand Bayman, if you wanted to stay during the trade mission trip, it is $85 a night. We do want to make mention that it is located a couple blocks off beach, and it's more of an apartment style complex. So it's, I'd say, 3 stars accommodation. So if you're looking for something a little bit fancier, or if you're looking for something on the water, then we can certainly help you find accommodations there. But otherwise, if you're looking for a comfortable bed to sleep on and place to stay, it'd be $85 a night. All right, sorry about that. Fredman, go ahead.
Hi, nice. All right. Let's move a little bit into the marketing side now. I want to talk from a topic that we have been already bring to you guys, but it is a really important thing, a really meaningful part of whatever we call marketing. And actually, marketing could be said like any conversation or any type of communication we have with our people. So that's it. I just want to share some brilliant quotes from those guys that have plenty more time in the industry than me. Maybe some of them had the industry that is actually my age. These guys talk all about content. They think everything of marketing like the content. Content is like the center of the universe, and this is one of the things that we want to bring to you guys, and the things that are more actually difficult to get, which is the content itself. So having this big chunk of whatever we could call marketing, then the rest of the job is pretty much easy to get it done. But the core of everything, even in a communication, is the content. So Brian Clark, you can see his Twitter there if you want to follow. He has some brilliant advices. He said that these days people want to learn before they buy. Be educated instead of pitch it. That's really right point. Avinash Kaushkis, he said that content is anything that adds value to the reader's life, providing the extra value, like we said in ECI, and you have heard Mike Cobb saying the same thing as well. Andrew Davis said, content builds relationships. Relationships are built on trust. Trust drives to revenue. And I'm pretty much sure that all of you guys are connect with this last thought, because we are in an industry where actually trust means everything. Trust is the goal of the real estate industry. And by building that trust and improving that trust, making you the influencers, the people with the right content and information, that is the goal of ECI. So because your people will follow your advices whenever you bring them any opportunity or any great piece of content, including advices of options that they can find in the case of ECI in Latin America. But most of information that will help them and guide them to get to the right decision for their own lives. That said, this month I would like to share with you, and we have an article really nice that Mike wrote a couple of months ago. Is called "Will I Be Happy When I Get There?" This article includes a quiz, but also an explanation why you should be aware of many different aspects before moving overseas. And even though before you put some money into a property that actually could be a decision that it will be hard to revert. So this is a great, I say, more than a quiz, a guide for your readers, whether you call it customers, prospects, or even just people that you just met that are kind of thinking on moving offshore, anywhere countries that is, but they are not sure yet on how does that look. So this will provide them a really nice guide It's a really long, nice reading, fantastic article, but also include this online quiz where they can figure out themselves if they have like the mental requirement to actually start moving on. So you can see on your left a little bit on how the online article looks. You will receive these articles in two different ways. We will send you a Word document which you can easily copy and paste from there. Could be a little bit of job by putting the right formatting and the pictures, but also we will send this article to you in HTML code, which is really easy. All you need to do is go to your website, go to whatever, create a new article or blog or page menu is. Then you just need to find the coding section for your blogs and just drop the code, copy and paste the code into that box. You go to preview and the article will be fully completed displayed, all the formats in place, all the pictures in place, and everything is unbranded, tailored, and trackable. So in that article, they will find two links. One of the links will take people to this survey, to the quiz. This is a specific landing page unique for you, where people will fill out this. You will get the lead, as you already know how to collect leads using the ECI method, but also you can get the result of the quiz for all the people that are filling the quiz coming from you. So we will provide all that information to you. But the nice thing is that once they read this article and once they get the quiz, they they will have many questions. And at the end of the article, you will find a really nice call to action offering them the Global Property Resource Kit, which is a guide that will provide all answers to many, if not all, of the questions that they have about international real estate, moving overseas, live out of the US and Canada, whatever the country is, live offshore in any of the other countries. And then they will be able to click in that call to action and the page, the unique landing page for each of you, where they can download the Global Property Resource Kit. So I might say this is a tremendous tool that will help since the beginning of the buyer funnel to all of those clients that you might have in your list and in your social media and your contacts database, to answer many questions and to give them a really great kickstart in their journey of actually whether moving overseas is the right thing for them or not. So we are offering to all of you this really piece of marketing, really piece of information, and all you need to do is send us a message. There is a little bit of extra job for us to get all these pieces set up and completely unbranded and tailored for you and track. So all these are not set for you, but as soon as you send us an email to gap2@ecidevelopment.com, or you can write to me, we will work in this piece and we will make sure that you receive it and that you use it in the right way. Have some question on how to implement this? Let's schedule a call, and we will be happy to share with you in a call, show our screen and show you how to do it in the right way, and will be pretty much easy. And I'm pretty sure that you might need only help the first time, and then it will be like riding a bicycle. So this is available. You will get another email talking about this and further information about this specific piece of content later this week. We wanted to present it to you and show it all the advantage that you will have by having this jewel in your website and in your palette of content offering for your contacts and followers. Now I will leave you with Rachel about an update of ECI properties.
Perfect. Thank you, Fredman. So here are the hacienda condos that we were talking about a little bit earlier. As mentioned to you before, the pool has recently been redone, and as you can see here on the screen, it overlooks the canal, and then right behind the canal is where you see this bay area. So if you follow my cursor over here, here's the bay, and then there are the canals that come through. Sunset is right over here. We're working on also updating the rooftop so that it can be a viewing area. Right now it's just a roof, but we're able to spice it up a little bit and give everybody those top floor views. Like I mentioned, we did recently just upgrade the pool, and our next step is to redo the railings and also paint the building. So a little bit of history on this building is that it was built in 2010, and then there were individual owners, but unfortunately due to the recession, one of the fellows who owned 5 of the condos ended up not being able to fulfill his loan. He ended up going into a default, and we took over the 5 condos. And unfortunately, the building just wasn't maintained by an HOA. There was an HOA in place, but just didn't have a president. Nobody was taking care of it. So we swept in, started to implement the HOA fees. Obviously, without bringing in any money to an HOA, you can't maintain something. So it's minimal, like we talked about, $125 a month, but that covers general updates and upgrades to the building. Also, just covers what it costs in order to properly maintain a building. So we love this property. It has so much potential. We're seeing that potential coming out as we're redoing certain aspects of it. And that's why we wanted to offer it to folks even before it's done at the $179.9 price, before we get up to the $195. Here's a picture of the exterior of the building. I mentioned to you that some of them are already sold. There are people living in them full time. And right now we have 2 for sale, number 2, which is on the first floor, and then number 7, which is on the second floor. These are the condos that we also have furnished. It's furnished for the rental market. So it's minimal, but it works. It covers everything that we need when somebody's coming for a night stay or a month stay. We have the properties up on Airbnb already. They're performing quite well. We also have received really great reviews of it. So if anybody wants that Airbnb listing, we're happy to show that to you as well, so you can take a look at what it looks like. And then once we get to the updates, then we're going to be offering these future sales property 138, and then number 9, which is not currently owned by ECI, but it is owned by one of the entities that we work with, and we will be marketing it for them. It is a 3-bedroom on the top floor, so we don't have that pricing yet, but as soon as we do, we'll certainly get that over to you. So that covers it for the hacienda updates. I know that some of you on the line have been to this property before, so wanted to give you an update about where we are currently at. In addition to that, last week we had a meeting with our architects in Argentina, and we got through the second draft of the tiny homes. Here we have 2 models in total. We're going to be offering 2 models only, but they're very comprehensive. And what I really like about what our architects have done here is incorporate aspects of Argentine living that you don't necessarily have in other parts of the world, like a parrilla, for example, which is the grill where you cook your meats and have barbecues. Right over here. You'll be integrated into the tiny homes. Also, the outdoor space, where right now how we have the site map positioned is that all of the homes have direct views of the vineyards and direct views of the Andes. So you have ample outdoor space to enjoy those views, both on the ground and then also on the second floor. And then there is a loft within the tiny homes to give you space for an extra bed, storage, whatever the homeowners are looking for. Here's the second model. This one, again, has a lot of outdoor space, incorporates a parrilla, and also has that loft style to create more space. These are about 500 square feet in total, so a little bit larger than what we were originally talking about, but still fits that concept of tiny home. Now, these homes are starting about 120,000 plus furnishings and plus closing costs, but we aren't yet at the point of offering these for sale yet. I just wanted to keep you updated along the way as we are working with our architects. Now, last month, you did have the campaign for tiny homes for both Belize and also Argentina. And so what we're doing now is just finalizing the details, and as soon as the final details are ready, we'll make sure that you get those for advertising. Now, that is the end of my section over here. Fredman, Ali, is there anything left that you want to say?
I think we've covered it all, but I just want to reiterate that if you guys have any trouble getting your campaigns posted or into whatever kind of collateral you want, just let us know. We're happy to help you with that. There's nothing to be embarrassed about if you don't know what you're doing, because I didn't know what I was doing when I did my first one. So reach out to us. We are here for you to help you every step of the way. You know how to find us. So that's
Perfect.
about all. Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you, Allie. Thank you, Fredman. Thank you, affiliates. We appreciate it. Looking forward to hearing from you and helping you serve your customers. Have a really productive Tuesday, and we'll be in touch. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so much, folks. Have a great afternoon. Bye.